My name is Justin DiGiulio. I'm a New Yorker turned New Jerseyer. I've taken my skills that I have honed in New York City, I'm moving them out to New Jersey. This is now my second decade as a professional real estate agent. You're watching the DiGiulio, New Jersey Real Estate Perspective. Sharing my opinion, my professional perspective with you to help you make a more educated purchase or help you sell your home with the insight of a true professional. Thinking about selling? Remember, my perspective is free, and I would be happy to share that with you. Already have your home listed? Still want my opinion? The number is on the screen below. Now, let's start the show. Hi there. Welcome to the DiGiulio, New Jersey Real Estate Show. This is episode 1. We're going to trial it, see how it goes. I think this is a pretty good idea, and I think that you, if you're watching this, you're intrigued by the title at least, I think you're going to like this. So what we're going to do today is we're going to review the 10 newest listings in central New Jersey, Somerset County specifically. For the sake of episode 1, we can expand on that. If this is working out down the line, you let me know what areas you want me to look into. I got a list right now, $750,000. And the goal is to look at each listing and figure out which ones are really worth the price, see, go over the details together and just kind of review and critique and see what could be improved. So without further ado, we're going to start at 39 Ranch Road. I'm going to share my screen here and you'll be able to see what I am looking at in real time as we review. So we got 32 Ranch Road. This is Peapack Gladstone Borough. So right off the bat, this is what we as real estate agents, realtors, brokers, we look at. This is the MLS. So this is what the MLS looks like. This is if you're hiring a real estate agent, what they're going to see, their first impression of the property. So we have a little icon. That's really the picture that matters the most. If this is your Tinder page, this is your first profile picture. So this is nice, looks very spacious, looks like a big house. This one's expensive. This is $2,750,000. I think it's the most expensive of the list. As you can see over here on the right, there are 0 days in the market. So really, again, the goal is to look at the newest places. There's a lot of places on the market right now. But we got 39 Branch Road, Peapack, Gladstone. Let's click on it, see what opens up here. We got the photos. Actually, let's just go back real quick to the listing. Look at the actual listing here. I'm hoping this is big enough that you can see it on your screens. But $2,750,000. The listing date January 16th, 2023. Acres, 7 acres, 7.3 acres. I like that. I think once you get into the 2 million plus range, you got to be on a substantial piece of land to justify that price. Let's see if there's anything we're missing here. Okay, let's get into the photos because I think that's really what matters. Again, you got this expansive initial picture. The house looks big. You got a nice looking pool fenced off. There's a little retaining wall here because it looks like the house is on a bit of a hill. We'll have to look at a little more of the terrain in a little bit. The thing about being on a hill is you can get a lot of watershed, look at flooding basements, things like that. I don't think that's going to be an issue at an almost $3 million home, but let's move on. I'd like the pool. It looks like a little jacuzzi there. This has got to be the entrance to the house. I would say so. It's a pretty nice entrance. I like the herringbone pattern on the floor. I like the staircase. Feels very open. That's good. I wonder how many pictures in total there are. You got your living room space. Looks so, I mean, this is very specific to someone's taste. You have the wallpaper on the walls. I love this den area with the wooden beams in the ceiling. Again, that is to somebody's taste, though. I think most people will enjoy that. You get some big windows, which and French doors, which go to the backyard. I like that. So far, we're pretty justified at this almost $3 million price point. This is a real wood fireplace. Let's go back. I'm not sure. Can't tell by this picture. We'll see if we get it in the specs, but we're going to move on. A lot of wallpaper in this. Again, the thing about wallpaper, it's just a pain in the ass to remove. You can paint over it, but that's not the best solution. And the thing about wallpaper is that it is very personal taste specific. I like this little bar off the kitchen, a big bar guy. Like the glassware, the wine fridge. Look at the kitchen. I like the little breakfast alcove. I hope there's a separate dining area. Pretty cool kitchen. It looks like there's a sink in the island. I like that as well. And lots of open storage space, little hutch desk area. I would argue it's almost a little dated for the 2023 style. A lot of the new kitchens going in are not going to be as ornate and with the wood and the coloring. But this is, I really do like this little breakfast nook. Move on, get a little parlor room, another desk space. Maybe this is an office. The sunroom with the pool table. Interesting use of the sunroom space. I don't know, everybody would probably do this. Might throw that pool table in the basement and be able to create a seating area in the sunroom that could be utilized by the rest of the family who doesn't play pool. Either way, I like the upstairs, still a ton of wallpaper. This is the master bedroom. This is primary bedroom. This is a sitting room. Okay, another office desk. I wonder if these people actually use the desk space, because I'm at a 3 count for desks that look very unused. It's a nice closet. I like the chandeliers in the closet. That is it's a pretty tasteful accent. And then we've got a front porch or a side porch as a balcony. I would say this is a very nice balcony. Let's move on to the master bathroom. Very nice, like the stand-up shower and the bathtub. I think I can see some jets in the bathtub too, so that's quite nice. Little vanity area. Second bedroom, second bath, third bedroom. Are these okay? Someone is into the equestrian arts. I see a little horse picture, and I see lots of blue ribbons and pink and green ribbons on the wall. So, you know, this is very nice. This is the Jack and Jill bath. So I'm guessing this opens up to maybe one of the other bedrooms. But for a Jack and Jill bath, having the double sink, very nice. Stand-up shower, bedroom number 4, bedroom number 5, second floor leisure room. So far, everything is checking off the 2.7 million asking price. I will say this is photographed very nicely, and there's not much that I would change on this listing. I think this will sell to the right person for about that price. I would not be surprised if they got the asking price. The pool looks very nice. That retaining wall carries on. I like that. It's a big retaining wall. Retaining walls are a lot of work. I like the entrance to the house, and I like that they didn't lead. So most agents who would list this property would lead with either this picture of the full house, it is a big house, or this picture up front of the entranceway. Let's see what else we have for photos. That's it. So we didn't get a garage photo. We didn't get a basement photo. I feel like we were missing the photo of a main bath on the main floor. Maybe I think there was a small half bath, which is fine on the main floor. It's a nice house. I would say warrants the price tag. Very well done. Let's head on to the next one. That's not as high of a price, so may not be as impressive. But looking at it right now, this is 536 Johnstown Road, $1,100,000. Let's look at this initial photo. It's not bad. Photos were taken during the fall time. Photos for the previous one were taken during the summertime. So you gotta, now this says 0 days in the market. This says 1 day on the market. So I'm just curious how long they've been planning to sell the home. And let's open up 1.1 million, 536 Johnstown Road. Now this is 2.3 acres. Not a bad amount of space. Let's see what the house looks like. Now, this photo is a little intriguing now I'm looking at a screen that's about 6 feet away from me. I imagine that'd be pretty comparable to looking on a laptop screen about a foot in front of you. Um, it looks a little smaller, and I'm not sure how to take this first picture. But looks big. What year was this built? We'll have to go back and see what year the house was built. I like the big entranceway. I'm not crazy about the angles of the home. They make the home look very small because they're using a really wide angle lens from far away. I don't think you really need to do that to show the full space of the house. Or maybe 3-car garage. Deck. I like this little deck idea. Part of it is wooden deck, part of it is paver stone. I like that. The style of the house, to me, very mid-century, modern looking. We've got an all wooden room here, big mirrors on the wall. So, and it looks like a big rug, taken in 2013. So that's the issue. You got $1 million house. You can't take updated pictures. What's the current state of the house? Why are you, again, I use Tinder all the time because, as an example, because the way that I look at Tinder is it's all about creating that instant intrigue and not turning people off. 2013, come on. I'm not interested in photos taken in 2013 of this just big space. Why are we not taken in 2012? That was a decade ago. So yeah, it looks like a great amount of space, lots of wood. It's okay. You get a kitchen. It's a nice kitchen. I think at the 1.1 million, I would say on 2.3 acres, probably worth the price tag. But I feel like there may be a bit of a catch given the pictures are so old. You get summertime pictures, really getting a photographer in somewhere. I think that's important before you start listing that property. So I'm going to tell these guys they did a pretty lousy job debuting the home. I don't know necessarily that many potential buyers are going to be as turned off with the old pictures. I think there would still be some intrigue, but it bothers me. And as a professional real estate agent, bothers me quite a bit. All right, so let's look at the year this one was built. Let's see. I guess we got it. Exterior utilities, listing information. Not finding the year built on here. Well, for the sake of time, we're going to have to move on. I'm just a little too far away from the screen to be able to see all of the details. Pictures were taken in 2012. Property is sold as is. Buyer shall have the option to do the inspection before a formal contract. Yeah, I'll buy that. Year built 1990. Weird construction for 1990. I wouldn't have seen that coming. Let's look next. 1.6459 River Road. Let's see this. Oh, and there's no pictures. And this has been on the market for 2 days. Unveiling a listing, publishing a listing without photos is not doing you much good. Maybe it didn't load because this is just a land photo. So this has nearly 40 acres, 39.86 acres, $1,645,900, and it looks like a big piece of property. Wow, very, very nice, very expansive. I don't know why they didn't have one of these photos available as a thumbnail. You get some fences up. I wonder, pastures, flex fencing. I wonder if there has to be a barn somewhere. I'm guessing the horses probably don't come with the property. So new paver front patio. It's a very wide patio. Where are they backing trucks up to the entrance? Near the house at 1.6. The house does not appear to warrant the 1.6, but the land, 40 acres in Somerset County, I would say is It's a good deal. House, again, very lackluster. Look at these square tile flooring. Um, you got to disregard things like the table and the furniture that are in there, and just look at this as a big open space. Um, the kitchen has to be adjacent to the angle of these photos somewhere. It's not really showing us, but very dated. This house needs a lot of work if that's what you're looking for. But I will say, got a photo of the barn, 80 feet by 180 feet indoor area. I mean, the barn is worth the asking price. The barn and the land alone. You're not buying the house. You're buying into a lifestyle that's going to cost you quite a bit to maintain on a regular basis. But anybody who's going to be looking for that, I think they'll find that the 1.5 million mark, 1.6 mark, it's a good deal. Lots of storage over here. All right. Award-winning manure management. I didn't know they gave awards for that, but I'll buy it. And then this is called Hidden Hills Farm. I don't see any hidden hills on the farm whatsoever, but curious the inspiration for the name. That would definitely be a question I would ask and probably want to share. Huge pastures. Again, this is 40 acres. I think it's worth every penny. I mean, we're just looking at photos of grass at this point. So let's move on. The only thing that bothers me is this initial picture. It's too small. The thing about the initial picture is this doesn't look like much. This just looks like kind of a standard Google Street View type photo. Not crazy about that. Remember, real estate agents are salespeople. It's their job to sell that property. All right, let's move on to 90 Darren Drive. This is 1695. Also does not have an initial photo, which drives me nuts. This is Bernard's Township. And it looks like there's no pictures whatsoever. So you get 2 acres at 1,700,000. There's no information. Guys, you ever had that dream where you show up to school with no pants on? You just got to go back home. Really, that's the answer to that dream. These guys showed up to school with no pants on. Let's move on. Shame on you, real estate agent. Get in there, get the photos up. All right. Again, you wouldn't have a Tinder profile with no photo. As great of a bio you could write about yourself, you just wouldn't do it. 90 Tuttle Road, Watchung Borough, 925,000. So this is right under the million mark. Let's check it out. It says custom style house. So I'm imagining that's a newer home. It looks like it's on half an acre, which, for the under $1 million mark is pretty common. Year built 1940, approximate renovated 2009. So there's going to be, my guess is there's going to be 2 sections of house here. And again, I go right into the photos because that's what really matters. People are going to draw their own conclusions. Text in a listing, text is always supportive of the photos. People look at photos first, they look at text to support. You can't say this is a huge, beautiful home if it doesn't look huge and beautiful in the photos. So that's got a paved driveway. This looks like it was taken, photos look pretty recent. So one thing about listing homes during the wintertime is it just looks so dreary. Now, this home isn't too close to the neighboring house. I know it's only a half acre, but it's a nice line of trees that do nothing for you in the wintertime, no privacy. So I would want to show it in its glory. If it was me advising the seller, depending on how badly they'd want to move out, I'd say let's wait until some of the trees start getting the leaves. Let's wait until this gets really green in the springtime, because time in the market. But again, 925, half acre, Watchung, sounds like a good deal to me. All right, let's move on. I think I see some bamboo. That's not always great. I'm always afraid of bamboo. But it's a nice looking home. I imagine there must have been some major updating to it. It looks like a single garage, but it's double width. That's nice. Uh, Interesting entranceway, but I like it. Right, little pathway around the side of the home. It's a fireplace with glass doors and a metal grate on the top of it. I wonder if there's some issue with that. I wouldn't think so. All right, basic. I said recessed lights. I am a major hater on recessed lights. Obviously, everything reflects on the top of my skull. But I also just don't think it gives good lighting, right? It's not good mood lighting. It might showcase an area, but and there's lots of recessed lights here. This is a little entranceway and then just a table in the middle of the floor. That's weird. You're not buying a table, but this is a living room. Looks a little former living room. I'm guessing this is on the left of the house when you're standing in front of the house. Ceiling fans. So I see ceiling fans. I wonder about AC. Now they did say this is a 1940 home, renovated 2009. So there's a good chance. I'd love to. 1940 says to me, let's get in the basement, let's get in the attic, let's look at the foundation. I'm curious what's the reason for selling as well. Interesting. So this is the dining room. It looks almost like it's the kitchen, but there's a TV over there. Looks like good space. Looks like good space. I like the built-in bookshelves. Again, we're just under the $1 million mark. So right now we're on par for price. I'll give that to the real estate agent. Okay, this is the other side of the same room. It looks like a big room. See the sliding doors. And the kitchen looks nice. The kitchen looks nice. If it was me, I might do a little updating to the kitchen just to make it look a little more modern if I bought it, but that looks doable. It looks doable. It's a nice kitchen. You get some wool for Sub-Zero range there. Triple width it looks like. So that's nice. I like that. I like you get the pot filler over the stove. You get the island with the sink in the island. I'm all about this house. They did some. I can only imagine what renovations they did. I imagine from 1940 to 2009, there were some other updates done as well. Laundry room, living room, again, ceiling fan, built-ins, all good in my books. Electric fireplace, that's fine by me. And big bedrooms upstairs, more ceiling fans. I do see a return vent in the ceiling, so I imagine there's got to be AC. We can dig into the very fine details of the home at another time. If you're interested in buying something, you reach out to me. We're going to look. I'm just looking very surface, high level at the listings because I think that's what really matters. Once you are intrigued, that's when you sit down with me or a different real estate agent and you really dig into it, so that you know what to expect. And of course, you're only going to set up showings on the ones that are worthwhile. We've got a triple sink in the bathroom. I like that. You don't see that very often. I wonder what the demand is, what the demand has been on this bathroom. All right. Bedrooms, all basic stuff. Again, we'll run on point to green. God, people with these crazy colors. This is like a Kermit the Frog green. No bueno. And a matching green shelf. All right. This is the blue. I always wonder when people are choosing colors. Are they going for the Ralph Lauren colors? Or are they going for the Crayola colors? I see a lot of houses with that Crayola colors. All right, finished basement, nice. I wonder what's behind those doors over here, but you're probably not going to know. So you go there. Backyard could use some cleaning up. I think we could have put this over $1 million if we had the greenery in there, if this was cleaned up. All right. So you have to get rid of all that moss in there. That's some of the things that I would have a conversation with the seller to see if it's worth it. All right. I would have pulled this rusty chair out of my photos. That's for sure. That's why the real estate agent needs to be with the photographer when the photos are being done. The photographer is just somebody to capture the images. The real estate agent's really the salesperson. It looks like a decent sized backyard. I like it. I like it. Curious about that little bamboo forest. What's holding that back? But that's a good deal. All right, let's move on. We've got that was Tuttle Road. So we got 779,201 Patriot Hill Drive. Now, this first picture is an interior photo. That's not good. And it's the dining room. And there's no, it's not an impressive dining room. You just have a big window and a dining table. Are you showing us a dining table? All right, so we're on 0.1 acre, very small. 0.1, interesting. Year built, 2000. So we've got 6 photos. Dining room, nice kitchen. I would have brought the cabinets all the way to the ceiling, but whatever. It's a good price. This is just an exterior photo. Okay, so this is a townhouse of some sort. Little patio space. Let's just go back to the listing real quick. Yeah, townhouse, 780,000. 3 bedrooms. This is poorly marketed. I wouldn't have listed it unless you had a lot more selling points. And I wouldn't have led with that, with a photo of the dining table. I would have found a better way to sell that home right off the bat. We were in and out of that one fast. That's what happens in the lower price range. You walk in, you know. And there are fewer options. Not that 780 is a low price range, but on the scale of what we're looking for, we're starting 750. All right, house number 7, 11 Chesterfield Drive, 1,487,000, and it's been on the market for 3 days. Weird pricing. That's 1.5. It's just somebody trying to intrigue you with the price. Now, I will say, looking at this image of the home, not the greatest picture of the front of the home, but the house is impressive. The house is impressive at the 1.5 mark. I'm curious how much land comes with it. Let's hit the listing. All right, built in 1992, renovated 2015. So let's hope some of those renovations are in line with what we're seeing with renovations being done kind of pandemic forward. Interesting with the blue shutters. But I like it. You paint the shutters, you don't like them. Nice lawn, nice landscaping, 3-car garage. Man, these guys dig blue. I'm afraid to go inside the house. Blue garage doors, 3 big blue garage doors. Nice paved driveway. I like the stone on the side. Nice pathway. Again, at under 1.5, this seems like a good deal. I didn't get the lot size. I should have clocked that lot size before we went in. But when you're looking at listings, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to miss things. You're going to be curious. You're going to have to remind yourself to go back. So I'm just looking at these like any consumer would, but with the eye of a real estate agent. And again, that's the fun here. It's the first home with a pool. Oh, second home with a pool. But the first one was $2.5 million. So I like the little pool in the back. I like the density of the trees because it is pretty close to the home next door, but from what I'm seeing, you have some privacy. All right, let's move on. Again, these photos were taken at the right time of the year. It's 3 days in the market, but it's January. So I'm curious when the photos were taken, how long they've known they wanted to sell it, and what the condition is in the photos versus when you go there. It looks pretty empty from what I'm seeing, so I can only imagine that they moved out. But there is some basic furniture still in the house. A very nice orchid. I like the double door entrance. I like the entranceway and the staircase as well. Chandelier, interesting chandelier. I like the chandelier. Chandeliers go with the home. If you take the home and tilt it sideways and shake it out, anything that falls off does usually not go with the home. So it needs to be affixed to the home to be included with the sale. This, I can't tell if that's a real wood burning fireplace, but I like the fireplace. I think a fireplace in a home is important. Now, if it's townhouse, different story. Moving forward, living room, hardwood floors look good. They look like real hardwood floors. This, I hope, is not the kitchen. It looks very narrow. It looks nice if it's just a little pantry-way, which it could be, or a bar area that's got a little coffee nook. I like it. I like it at the 1.5 because I think anything, you know, this big at this price might need a little bit of updating. The kitchen's not bad. Kitchen's not bad. It is not in line with the renovations we've been seeing. But you got some solid granite countertops. I like it. Tons of storage in the kitchen. I am not a fan of the vent over the stove. This vent is metal, and it's stainless steel. It looks like so. We're not seeing that with the new post pandemic renovations. We're not seeing as much stainless steel. I think everybody could agree stainless steel's out, but not huge. You don't need any major upgrades in this kitchen if you don't want to. If it drives you crazy like me, you probably do it pretty quick. And it looks like there's a secondary staircase from the dining room up to the back of the house. Rooms appear spacious. So this bathroom, this is powder room. So it's a half bath, probably on the main floor. There's no storage in here. That kind of sucks. Master bed. Master bed. A sitting room with fireplace. It looks like this could be a gas fireplace. I like the TiVo in underneath the TV. Interesting. They've done something. This is staged. This is not real furniture. This is not real furniture. That's a shame. Or they've done something with the image because that chair just pops. Looks a little funny, but room looks good. Not crazy about this chandelier. Chandeliers, hanging light fixtures, very easy to replace. I like the little vanity here in the closet. That is nice. Interesting bathroom. I would say this is in line with the newer renovations that we're seeing, just because you have a lot of white marble, but it's a little lackluster in my opinion. I do like the tub, not crazy about the style, but it's nice. It's nice. Again, I'm not going to live here. You might. Get a pale green, a sage color bedroom. I'll dig it. Yeah, I like the colors in this. I like the blue and the green here better than I like that other home. Another bath, another full bath, dual sinks. I like it. Top floor. This still looks pretty spacious. You got the baseboard heat. All right, nice basement. I'm sure they're probably going to leave those storage closets there. You got air hockey table. You ever see a lot of air hockey? You got an air hockey table. Nice. And it's in the basement is ground level, so you can walk in. So that's nice. Basement has a bathroom. I like that. And the pool looks sharp. I really did the pool. I like the porch in the back. Lots of stairs. So depending on how much you drink, you're hanging out at the pool at nighttime, maybe a little dangerous, but otherwise looks like a good space. I would definitely say, let's look at the size of the lot and let's see. The lot size, just under an acre, 0.92. I would say, well, very well done listing. If you got a 1.5 budget in or around, I would want to be there. All right, we got 3 left. 11 Busy Bee Lane. This is 1.499. All right, so same price range. The 3 of these are going to be same price range. There's only one picture here anyways. Let's hit the Busy Bee Lane pricing. So we got 1.94 acres. A year built. Okay, so this is not built yet. We were pleased to offer this 5-bedroom new designer custom colonial home, which will be built in late spring. All right. Okay, there's no additional photos, not much to look at. You'll see a lot of listings like this. This is not an area of the market that I deal with. So I'm going to hesitate to give any advice on this one. But it looks nice. You get 2 acres of land, $1.5 million bucks. Good deal. 5-bedroom, 4 full baths, 1 half bath. Looks like a good deal if that's the route you want to go down. We're going to leave Busy Bee, 128 Mountain Ave. This looks like a big house, and we're at 1.999. So let's open it up. So we're $2 million property, 7.4 acres, 4-bedroom, 4 full baths. All right, I didn't pick this up in the initial image. Big retaining wall on the front lawn. Maybe a leach field off to the side there. 3 full-car garage. This is not an impressive home at $2 million, but I would say it's a decent home. I'm not crazy about the house itself. This little patio, they could have done a lot more with. Again, it's a $2 million home. $2 million is a lot of bucks. I like the garage floor with the epoxy finish. It's got to be a newer construction house. So stand-up showers. Again, with the stainless steel hood. I don't know necessarily that matches the rest of the kitchen. I'm getting a mid-century vibe from this kitchen. I dig it. I like the kitchen. But it has a lot less character than some of the other ones we looked at. This is not a $2 million kitchen by any means. But the question is it a $2 million house, and do we like the listing? I think they could have done a lot more with the listing. I think this place would have looked better, maybe with some virtual staging. Unfortunately, I hate virtual staging, but I think it might have sold this home a little bit. Here's your full bath with a bathtub. Dual sinks. It is a laundry room. Looks like you're not getting your washer and dryer. You got a walk-in closet. I like it. I like it. I think this is a $2 million home. I don't think it's marketed the right way. It was just built. Okay. Well, maybe that's why they want $2 million bucks for it, because it's a brand new home. All right. What's the last one we got here? 875. This is 50 Gold Boulevard, Bernards Township. That first picture to me, so 875. The first picture to me looks like a home that's worth more than 875. Let's check it out. I'm guessing it's an older home. Let's look. Year built 1968. All right, and renovated 2022. So it's on 1.1 acre. This is 50 Gold Boulevard. All right, here come the photos. This is just a few. This is less than a week on the market. Pictures were taken after the leaves fell off the trees, but there's enough evergreen that the house has that warmth. I like the landscaping. I'll give them that. 875, so under $1 million. I think the pricing is good. I'd like the listing photographs. Got a paved driveway, some trees in the front yard. Slate tiling, interesting choice in the entryway. Let's go back to that entryway. Okay. It said carpeted stairs, so slate flooring in the entryway, carpeted stairs going up. This is 1968, so I would say the flooring is very 60s, but it's not out of fashion, just in the sense that not bad. It depends on what you're going to do with the decor in that entry area. Got a nice fireplace. This also looks maybe like it was weirdly virtually staged, or maybe they just did something with the editing of the photos. Interesting. There's no carpet on the floor. Ton of recessed lights. I got a 4, 6, 8 count of recessed lights in this dining area. Wow, what it looks looks like you're staring up in the night sky. You're looking at 60 moons all at once. Not crazy, but I like that there is a little breakfast bar. I think a lot more could be done with this kitchen. I think at the 875 mark, it's pretty accurate, but you could bring this to $1 million home with a little renovation, I think. I don't know if there was a pool. Do we have, what are the counters? Okay, so this is like a quartz or something countertop. I see a lot of carpeting. This looks like an electric, a fireplace. I'll buy a ceiling fan, wood ceiling, yeah. So they've updated the house, but there's still a lot of original. We've got an office here with 3 desks and lots of overhead lights as well. But I dig it. It looks like you would really actually do business from. I don't think you need. Most people are probably not going to need 3 workstations. And if you're working from home, you're probably not going to be working along. You're not going to want to work alongside the people that you see all day long. You probably want your own personal space. Half bath. Looks like the master bedroom. Master bath. Very 80s, 90s vibe with the wallpaper on the top. And I'm not crazy about this curtain going over the bathtub. Might have opened that for the showing. Second bed with a mini TV in the corner. Okay. Not very warm feeling. And look at the trim wallpaper. Oh, God. That you don't see a lot of that. I do like the Singer sewing machine, but it's been painted white. I like the use of that as a table. That's pretty cool. And let's move forward. All right, now we're down in the basement. Looks like a finished basement. Looks pretty big. Looks like the ceiling height is pretty good. Somebody's been doing some yoga or Pilates down here. I'll buy that. My only concern is this staged? Why does that chair look so low relative to the table behind? So again, I think this is something you need to see in person. There's just one chair in front of a TV. So there was someone strapped to that chair and forced to watch Barney or something. Here's the back of the house. I like the backyard. That one tree looks maybe a little close to the house. Maybe take that down, but that's on you. I'm going to say 875. It's a good deal here. Good deal here. Yeah, it looks like a lot of land and a lot of privacy. You don't have houses right on top of you. So this being the primary photo, what was the primary photo here? This was it. Not bad. I think this probably will sell for over the asking price. It's a good home, well marketed. Let's jump out of here. And this is on the 1.1 acre. So it seemed bigger than 1.1 acre. Got to give it to you. It was a good deal. That's our list. Top 10 newest homes. Okay. So 1 to 4 days on the market. There's a lot of new homes also in the market. In addition to those, I think we looked at some cool homes. I think we had actually today, I'm glad we did, being the first episode, some example of just bad marketing. As a professional real estate agent, I look at listings just like anybody else does, but I do see things that not everybody else does. And when you are marketing a listing, you want it to be done by a real estate professional who understands the psychological aspect of how, on the consumer end, people look at the listings. So if you know somebody who's looking to list their home, because obviously these are all in contract, I hope you think of me. If you yourself are thinking of listing your home, I hope you've already thought of me, but now's the time to reach out. My name is Justin DiGiulio. You can call me on my cell, shoot me a text, 917-545-7515. I'd be happy to answer all of your home questions. I'd love to keep this up. So if there's homes that you'd like my opinion on, send them to me. I'd love to give you my opinion, especially if you're not working with a buyer's rep, with a buyer agent. And I'd love to guide you through your search. So I'm here for questions. Again, if you're thinking about selling, you want my opinion, I would love to come by, check out the home, give you my opinion. We can talk pricing, do some research. I'm very transparent. I like to show you what I'm doing, explain why I'm doing it, because I think it's important. I don't want you to trust me. I want you to know that what I'm telling you is correct. So thank you guys for your time today. It's a little longer. Hopefully we can keep this going. I hope you enjoy it, and see you guys soon.